What is up, everybody, and thank you for coming back to my channel. A little bit late on the market report this month as I was away, but wanted to get this report out to you with a little bit of different information from what everyone else has been talking about. Yes, we have seen the number of sales declining, but we have not really seen the decline in home prices. And when we go through the slides, you'll be able to see what really has happened in certain cities, especially the cities that I like to focus on and cover for my clients. Now, if there is a particular city that you want to have covered, be sure to comment below and let me know which city you'd like to get some information on. And alternatively, if you'd like to reach out to me and discuss anything that has to do with mortgages or real estate, be sure to reach out to me via my Calendly link. The link is in the bio below, and we can go over all things. It's a free consultation. There is no cost involved, and I'll be happy to share whatever I know about real estate to you. Without further ado, let's get into those June numbers and sort of see exactly what has happened throughout the GTA and see whether or not what everyone is really talking about has really transpired. When you're going through these statistics, pause the video where you feel it's most relevant and take a look at what is happening. Look at those graphs to see exactly where the market is trending. It's so important. If there is an agent who's trying to sell a home, they just want to sell your home. And if you're in the market to buy, it was really your decision to buy because you wanted to actually do it. But really, by having a very good agent on your side who is not sort of concerned about that commission check, they will actually be able to sort of tell you that, hey, this might be a great time or this is not the right time. Wait until rates are reduced for you to be able to see that affordability, A, and B, you'll be able to see whether or not the price points are going to be in your favor when it comes to perhaps walking into equity when you move in. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is what happened amongst all property types in the GTA. Now we've got a median price of $999,999. Okay, so last month we were actually sitting at $995,000. So if you really look at this here, you're actually seeing that numbers have just slightly bumped up $5,000 for the month. Now let's see exactly what has happened when it comes to individual dwelling types. Now you've got the detached market sitting at 1.330, and you can see here we've got 1.350 as the median price for the month of May. So June, we've got roughly a $20,000 decrease in the market there. So detached home market amongst all property types in the GTA have decreased. Now let's move on into semi-detached. Again, semis are now just under $1 million, whereas last month we were at $1,070,000. And as you can see here, you'll see how many listings were actually sold to really see how that affects the actual pricing. Freehold towns, 963,750, and last month we were at 960,000. So basically no real change. So we need to be able to assess and see how many sales have taken place within the GTA to really determine how that price point gets affected. Condo townhomes are now $780,000. Last month we were at $775,000. So a $5,000 increase. GTA condo apartments now $638,000. Last month we were at $635,000. So again, pretty flat market there. One of the markets that have been very saturated is the condo market. So this is one market that we really need to keep an eye on and see what kind of downward pressure is taking place on the condo prices. So in the township of King, we're just going to basically be looking at one particular dwelling type, as that is the majority. Now, when we look at the township of King, the majority of the homes are not only detached, but also have sprawling acreage and some high density homes. So the price point always tends to fluctuate here. But in the township of King, we've got a median price now of $2.571 million. Last month, $1.9 million. A sharp increase there, but that's not necessarily giving us the entire picture. Make sure to reach out to your realtor to actually delve into what is actually happening in the township of King. It's actually a great investment area anyways for the long term. Let's move on into Vaughan. And in Vaughan, all property types now, we've got a $1.28 million median price versus last month's 1.286. Now let's see exactly where the prices have been affected the most. Now in Vaughan detached, we've got a $1.672 million median price versus a $1.7 million. So there you can see a decrease in detached homes in Vaughan. Semi-detached homes now are at 1.235. Last month, actually, we were at 1.207. Again, we got to be able to look at the number of transactions that took place for semi-detached. But yes, we have a slight increase. Freehold towns in Vaughan, 1.210. And last month, we were actually at 1.165. And we've actually had 50 sales take place for freehold towns. Condo apartments, we now have 611,000 as the median price. Last month, 648,000. We had 83 units sold for condo apartments in the city of Vaughan. Now let's move on into Brampton, Ontario, where we can see that Brampton has actually become one of the most underpriced markets in the GTA. And let's see how badly they've been affected. And as you can see here, we've got a $958,500 median price for June. Last month, $967,000. So we've had 476 transactions take place. So detached homes now we're at 1.167. Last month, 1.140. So there was an increase of 27,000 there, and there were a total of 241 detached homes sold last month. Semi-detached, we're now at 908,000. Last month, 912,000. So barely any change over here. 95 transactions taking place for semi-detached homes. Freehold towns, 865,000. Last month, 877,000. So a small dip there. In Caledon, Ontario, we have a $1.287 million median price. Last month, we were actually at 1.205. So there actually has been an uptick within all property types. Caledon actually had 83 transactions take place last month. So let's see where it actually went up the most. We've got detached homes now at 1.4 million. Last month, 1.295. So almost a $105,000 increase there. The only other market we really have that's dominant is the freehold town market, and that's 935,000 as the median price. Last month, 949. So a small decrease there with 8 transactions taking place last month. So Oakville, Ontario, now we're at a $1.285 million median price versus last month's 1.445. So a steep decline there with 239 transactions taking place last month. Detached market has $1.685 million median price. Last month, 1.775. Again, a $90,000 decrease there with 37 transactions taking place last month. We've got freehold towns in Oakville, 1.120. Last month, 1.228. So a slight dip of about $8,000 there with 41 transactions taking place in the month of June. Condo apartments at 574,000. Last month, 677,000. So almost $100,000 decrease with 38 transactions taking place in the condo market segment. So we're going to take a look at what has actually happened throughout both the 416 and the 905 according to Treb's real estate data. So here we'll be able to see what happened last year at this same time was 1.181. And this year, we're actually at 1.162. So again, if we're looking at those figures, we do need to compare them to what's happened last month. And in this chart here, it will actually break us down what has happened in the GTA alone. We were at 1.165. Now we're at 1.162. So barely any difference between prices there. And here we'll take a look at the average price. So we have a 1.480. Last month we were actually at 1.506. We have a 1.102 semi-detached market segment. Last month we were actually at 1.173. So still almost like a 70,000 decrease there. Townhomes, we were sitting at 931. Last month, we were actually at 947,000. So there's a decrease there. and condo apartments, 727,000. Last month, 730,000. Now, if you are in the market to actually purchase a home, you may be looking at many other factors. You may look at year over year. You'll also be looking at what direction or what sentiment is the Bank of Canada using to when it comes to interest rates. You're going to be looking at what is happening in the economy in general to see whether this is the right time or not to try and take advantage of some deflated prices. So again, if you do have any questions, definitely give me a call and we can go over a plan to determine what makes the most amount of sense. So there you have it, guys. I hope you actually took those numbers in and sort of determined what is actually happening in the market. If you like the content that I provided, definitely like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, as it does help my channel and the algorithms. And until then, stay savvy, stay knowledgeable, stay informed, and may your investments flourish and your dreams of home ownership become a reality. And we'll catch you on the next one.